Thank you for joining me, Tiger, with the Relationship Advantage podcast by Ping Fling. This episode is about gaining more self-awareness and to better align you really with a partner that is more in line with your aspirations, your goals, your dreams, where you see yourself in 10 years. It's about trajectory. You know, y'all ever play darts and you're throwing the darts and you're trying to hit that target. You're trying to get as close to the target as you can to gain the most points, and whoever gets the most points obviously wins. And bullseyes are usually a very good thing, right? So the best way to hit the bullseye is to look at your target and to just fixate your eyes on where it is you want that dart to go. So use that same philosophy, that same methodology toward life. Apply that same principle toward your life. So if you really don't know where it is you want to go, where you're going, then you're going to have a hard time getting there. And don't be surprised if you wind up in a place that you didn't think you would be, because you're just idly living your life, drifting. So my recommendation is just look at life more like a dart game. I know it's rather simple, but if you really just think about it and you try to remember what I'm communicating to you, and you try to apply it to your everyday life, especially when it comes to relationships, then I can almost guarantee you that you're going to have more successes than failures, because you'll have a better idea of where you're going. Now, in order to really get where it is then that you need to go, you need to really understand yourself and gain self-awareness. And in order to do this, you need to ask the right questions. You need to ask consistent questions. Take inventory on a consistent basis, of your thinking, of why it is you do what you do, when you do it, why you do it. Are you with your partner, or are you pursuing a partner for the sole purpose of sex? Is it because of peer pressure? Your friends are pressuring you to do it? Is it because of family connections, or they're going to the same college as you, they're in the same degree program, and they're taking the same classes, and so you're just more, I don't know, it's easier for you, path of least resistance? Or is it because you truly see something in them, that is aligned with who you are and with where it is that you want to go? And here's the thing. I mean, in my experience, in particular, my first wife, 4 years, we didn't have any children together, but her first language was Spanish, second language was English, and really, we got along very well physically on a sexual level, but everything else, communication, just life aspirations, and nearly everything else really just didn't see eye to eye. And it's no wonder, I'm surprised it lasted 4 years, honestly, but it's no wonder that eventually it ended in divorce. But again, I was younger, I was 22 years old, and it lasted till I was 26, and the hormones, I believe, had a lot to do with it, and maybe the fact that I really didn't know where it is I wanted to go or what I wanted to do with my life. But again, speaking to myself in the past, if it were me and a younger version of myself listening to a available free podcast such as this, I would definitely tell myself, like, figure it out. Remove yourself from life for a moment, long enough to really think and ask the right questions of where you want to go, who you want to be, what do you want to do, and what do you want your legacy to be? What do you want to leave behind? Because no one lives forever, and tomorrow's not guaranteed. And to really pursue those things and solidify those things within you to become the person that you need to become, to hit your target and maintain that trajectory. And your partner will have to either help or that trajectory, or it's going to hinder you. And if it's going to hinder you, then you really need to cut it loose, cut your losses. if they're not willing to align with you, or if it takes too much work on their part to align with your ambitions, and not just yours, but for you to also help aid their ambitions and not hinder their ambitions. And if it's not going to work one way or the other for you or for them, then you all need to move on and be prepared for that. And it's not the end of the world. Remain friends. It's fine. There's so many people out there in the market. So just maintain your trajectory, live the life you want to live, and contribute your verse to our society, and leave a legacy, and seek a partner that aligns with that, and can take consistent daily inventory of why you do the things you do, why you are the way you are, and who you are, and to just be real with yourself, to gain that self-awareness. That is number one. And again, you have no control over anyone else but yourself. And that's what you're going to be responsible for. Whether you succeed or fail at the end of the journey and you're 65, 75 years old, the only person you had to thank or to be angry with is yourself. Look in the mirror. So ask the right questions, know where you want to go, do your thing, and whoever's going to align with you, then they get to be along for the ride, or you find someone else, and vice versa for them too. We all deserve to have a very happy life. So hope you enjoyed this podcast. Hope you enjoyed this very brief, informative, very powerful podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share it. If you know someone out there, in either male or female, that may find this podcast to be of benefit to them, then by all means, please share it. Let them download it, and please subscribe. And send me a comment if you have any questions too, or what you might like to, maybe you want my viewpoint on something and I could share my experience with you. I would love to do that. So please just let me know in the comments. Thanks very much. And again, have a great day. The Relationship Advantage by Pink Fling. Peace.